Hello, how you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2022 and another part of our Rebuilding Mercedes series on a 2023 mod. And thank you very much for the support so far on the series. We absolutely smashed the last couple of episodes. Lewis Hamilton winning both of them. And, well, it has led us into being Constructors Championship leaders, 136 points. And just 12 points behind Max Verstappen in the Drivers' Championship. We've had a very good turnaround, and strategy has been where it's really came in for us, of course, in Australia. Safety car being on the right tyres at the right time meant we were able to 1-2 it, and a late safety car in Imola meant that Lewis Hamilton had the best tyres at the end of the race, and George Russell pulled off an incredible overtake on Max Verstappen on the final lap to go through in second place. Now, I've had a few questions down below in the comment section about what I call the laggy bits of this mod, and it is very much with the gameplay when this mod is active. It's something I have tried to fix. I've fiddled with a lot of different settings to try and fix that. I've even reinstalled the game. It doesn't work. It runs perfectly smoothly without the mods. So on the base game, I've tested that. Obviously, we did 110 videos on the base game, the vanilla gameplay, if you like. Beautifully smooth gameplay, but unfortunately, one of the sacrifices from the mod is that we get some choppiness sometimes, but I don't think it's took away from the racing, so I do apologise for that. I know lots of people have been asking me to sort it out. I have been trying behind the scenes. It doesn't work. Obviously, for F1 Manager 2023, we will be in a position where it's that beautiful, smooth gameplay once again. We do have some dev points to hand out, so let's give one to Mike Elliott, and let's give one to Pete. No, it's not Pete Bonington. It's Jared Murphy. There's Pete. They look kind of similar, don't they? But yes, hopefully you guys are good, and looking forward to the Miami Grand Prix. It always seems to be a good race, this one, so I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are too. And without further ado, let's get ourselves into the action of the Miami Grand Prix. Enjoy.
We're in the state of year-round summer. It's the Miami Grand Prix, and we're here in Florida at the Miami International Autodrome. The streets of Miami Gardens will come alive with the roar of racing, and the excitement is only just beginning. Spectacle is the name of the game here in Miami, with a stadium at the heart of this track. With long straights and S-bends, not unlike Suzuka's Sector 1, proper ERS management is sure to give drivers an edge towards victory. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. Let's get this underway.
Okay, right. Oh, goodness me. Heavy rain on Saturday, heavy rain on Sunday. This is going to be an interesting one. We're going to skip straight to qualifying as always, and hopefully this is going to be a really exciting race, actually. Yeah, let's have a little look at this then.
We return to our highly anticipated race weekend. Just in time.
Yeah, we don't need to listen to David Croft, but it looks like... Oh, look at this. Lewis Hamilton and George Russell, 1 and 2 in practice. Doesn't always lead to good qualifying pace, though. Does look like it's going to start off with soft tyre conditions, which is very, very, very interesting. Yeah, let's go for something like that. That's going to help us out a little bit. And then George Russell will do the same. Try and get a pretty much optimal race setup going. Yeah, that looks good. Right, let's get ourselves into qualifying one then. And see how we get on. I think we're going to have to send him out there very, very quickly. Let's have a little look at track conditions, it seemingly is going to be okay. Interesting. One of the sessions surely is going to be horrible, but we'll find that out in due course. And there goes Lewis Hamilton out as well. Okay, right, let's zoom them on a little bit. Should comfortably get through Q1. That's what we're expecting, at least. As long as no traffic comes out. Yeah, looks like we're going to get a nice clean lap in. Let's see who's quicker. George Russell's generally been the quicker driver in qualifying sessions so far this year, and you can see that very much there. Yeah, very good. Okay, gearbox not looking great for Lewis Hamilton. What about George? A little bit better for him. But there you go, a 129.5 and a 129.6, so Russell slightly quicker than Lewis Hamilton. Let's see how the Red Bulls get on. Perez goes third. What about Max Verstappen? He's coming around now, and, well, he goes third as well. I think he came across a little bit of traffic, but, wow, if we've managed to crack the pace of the field this quickly, then our rebuild might well be complete. We shall see. Yeah, you can see currently going out are the two Williams cars, Magnussen, Zhou and Nick de Vries. We will zone in on these battles as we head towards checkered flag. And here they come.
So that's it for the session.
So Kevin Magnussen now coming round. He's going to be the first man over the line. Can he improve? Can he get himself through to qualifying 2? Kevin Magnussen now up to the line. What can he manage? He does go over the line. And he, well, gets up to 14th. Gasly up to 6th. What about Tsunoda? Stays 15th. Bottas over the line. He's gone into the top 10. Nick de Vries now over the line. What can he manage? De Vries goes 17th. Verstappen over the line. He goes quickest. There you go. Perez now over the line. And what can he manage? Only 4th. What about Norris? Can he improve? Norris stays 10th. Leclerc over the line now. And Leclerc pops up to 5th place. Piastri now over the line. What can he manage? Stays... oh, no. Yes, stays 11th. Alonso goes quickest. What a lap time from him. And, well, let's drop down Kevin Magnussen now into the bottom 5. Here's Zhou Guanyu. He's over the line. Is he through? Yes, he is. And Hülkenberg is out, meaning that Alex Albon in the Williams is through and going out in Q1. The Haas cars, the AlphaTauris, and Logan Sargent of Williams. Okay, right, into Q2 then. And, well, once again, George Russell looking the quicker of the two drivers. And we're still looking at having a dry Q2. So Russell and Hamilton both out. And this time Hamilton should get a little bit of a distant tow from his teammate. Let's see what they can manage. So green, and purple for Lewis in the last sector. And Lewis actually goes quickest. A 129.2 and a 129.3 for George Russell. Alonso goes up to 3rd. Yep, should be nice and easy to get through once again. Now Verstappen, nice clean lap. What's he going to manage? He comes across the line. Starts his flying lap and pops up into 3rd place. We are expecting the second runs to be slightly quicker. I'm not sure if Verstappen's going to get back out in time, is he? Well, it looks like nobody's going out there. Well, this is odd. Yeah, nobody's going out there. So there you go. There is the end of the session. I've never seen that before. Pierre Gasly, Ocon, Piastri, Zhou Guanyu, and Alex Albon all out in Q2. Right, into Q3 then. And obviously now everybody will have a second set of tyres. I'm not really sure why Yeah, we've only got... Oh, I guess... Has this glitched out and people didn't have a new set of soft tyres to run? How weird. Well, let's see. We will watch it, I think. Let's go out at the end of the session instead, rather than at the start. We'll let the track be at its... Well, hang on a minute, the rain started.
So a bit of rain is hitting us right now.
This was the one session we didn't check. So now, people heading over the line. Are we going to be quicker on the intermediate tyres? That's the question. This could thwart us a little bit. Let's send them out there on the inters and hope to dear God that we're going to have enough. Yeah. Bottas currently quickest. What about Fernando? Alonso? Yeah, they're all getting slower. Now, what sort of times are they putting in? A 30.7. That's pretty close to slick tyres times. I'm not even sure intermediate tyres are going to be good. Lewis Hamilton has just overtaken his teammate for track position here. So George Russell is going to be compromised on his lap. Right. Well, let's see how we get on. I think it could be 9th and 10th for us today, and that is a real disaster class. Sure, we're gonna get in time. Yeah, this is... We were watching the weather the whole time, weren't we? And there is George Russell getting a lovely slipstream from Lewis Hamilton. So Hamilton now coming around. And yeah, I mean, we're in the 146s. This isn't going to be good. Over the line we go. Well, 7th and 9th. That is not good. And yeah, I don't think we're going to have time. Well, we're definitely not going to have time. Well, what a disaster. And here come people. And yeah, people have improved. 9th and 10th. Oh my goodness. But Valtteri Bottas is going to be on pole position for tomorrow's race, and that is a real disappointment, isn't it? And he actually put a faster time in than his Q2 time.
The grid is packed and there's electricity in the air, but there's no surprises in that. It's race day.
Mercedes ran into a number of issues during qualifying, and they won't be starting the race where they'd want to be. But anything can happen, and they're surely ready to take any opportunity that comes their way. Red Bull did well during qualifying this weekend. They're in a solid position to seize any opportunities as the race begins. And the clouds today look very ominous, which means that teams may have to contend with rain at some point during the race.
The Autodrome is ready for some serious action today here at the Miami Grand Prix.
Okay, could well be another wet race. Looks like the rain's going to come in about halfway through, but possibly not going to affect things too much early on. I think we're going to want to start on the hard tyres so that we can take them as far as we can into the race, then get onto the intermediate tyres. I think that's going to be the best call. Let's get both drivers on that same strategy. And let's make a quick start to this race. I'll be intrigued to see how many drivers do start on this strategy, but you know, whoever's on the hard tyres, we know they're going to be in contention later on. But our worst qualifying of the season.
It's a
We
bit
need
of
to
a
do
cloudy
better.
day for the race, but the atmosphere as ever is electric. And here we have George Russell. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. Looking down the grid, it's Hamilton. With a top 10 position on the grid, this race could really go either way for them. Everything's been building to this. One of the newest races in F1, and hopefully one of the most exciting too. It's the Miami Grand Prix.
Well, lights
It's
out,
lights
away we
out,
go.
and away
Let's
we go.
watch Bottas from the start. Can he hold off Max Verstappen into turn 1? Yes, he can. And it's actually Sergio Perez up there instead. But what a start from Valtteri Bottas on the medium tyres, obviously trying to go quicker in this opening stint. Verstappen and Leclerc, Norris, they're all on hard tyres, so they'll be going longer into the race. But Valtteri Bottas starts off this race well, looking decent through this first sector, but Sergio Perez will surely be looking to make a move on him very, very fast here and try and get multiple seconds on his teammate Max Verstappen. And here comes Sergio Perez. In fact, he's going to have a little look round the outside now. Is he going to break later than Valtteri Bottas? This is going to be close. But Bottas defends, and actually it's Carlos Sainz that goes down the inside of Perez, but loses out just a little bit there. But no inroads for our two guys, Lewis Hamilton and George Russell. Let's have a little look lower down the order. And yet Russell struggling to get through as it stands. Of course, this season Lewis has probably had the better race craft than George Russell. But George has been the better man in qualifying. Valtteri Bottas leads this Miami Grand Prix, although Perez is surely going to go down the inside here. Bottas would be silly to fight him too hard, and there he goes. Perez now will be going off into the distance, I'm sure. And there you go then, Bottas has been passed. So, Carlos Sainz now in third place. He's going to be the next one to pass Bottas, you would think. Meanwhile, Russell and Hamilton really struggling to get past Lando Norris. And this could be the opportunity, though, as he goes around the outside. But Lewis Hamilton there on the inside. And will Lewis Hamilton manage to get a double overtake here? Oh, my goodness, it's a Lando Norris sandwich. And Lewis Hamilton has managed to be the one that profits from this, and now he swings into the corner ahead of George Russell. That was pretty awesome, to be honest with you. What a move that is from Lewis Hamilton. A double overtake.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
And now George Russell chasing Lewis Hamilton. DRS, of course, will be enabled next lap, but hopefully we will manage to bear down on the back of Lance Stroll, as Bottas manages to hold on to second place for another lap. Very good driving from him.
DRS has been enabled.
Now with DRS, the importance of the interval comes in. Lewis Hamilton currently 1.6 seconds behind Lance Stroll. Now we're going to tell George Russell, do not battle Lewis for now. I think that will be of detriment to us. What we need is Lewis Hamilton to close up to the back of Lance Stroll. We don't need him fighting George Russell for now. Let's try and get each other up there. He's got DRS. He could pass him here, but as I say, what we need is Lewis to close in on Lance Stroll and get into that DRS train. Pull George Russell along with him. And very quickly, Lewis is on the back of him, and that's pretty incredible, really, isn't it?
Just charge the pack.
You can see Lewis now within DRS range. So now we'll say to George, fair game. But I think that was worth doing to get us into that.
You had fastest lap.
Into that DRS train. And then Bottas still managing to stay in front of Carlos Sainz. Let's zoom it forward a little bit. We'll keep an eye on Bottas in this race. And
Accident.
we have got an accident, and I don't know who it is. Is it Ocon?
Got a yellow flag.
Yep, Ocon has stopped on
Let's
track.
take a look at the replay. Now have a watch of this. Looks like Ocon.
Bit of an odd one. He's okay though.
They've crashed out!
But the big beneficiary of this is Sergio Perez, and Sainz just cannot find a way past Valtteri Bottas. There we go, Hamilton just not managing to get past Stroll. In fact, I think he'd slowed down there, and George Russell's going to have a bit of a chance of it on him here. So he's looking quicker of the two drivers right now. So we might tell Lewis, let your teammate past. And now get back into his slipstream and follow him on his way. Be an important move for this Grand Prix, but already George Russell more than a second ahead of Lewis, which I think means we've made the right call there. Lewis is going to be under a little bit of pressure from the Alpine behind. Bottas, meanwhile, still ahead of Carlos Sainz. Until now, Sainz down the inside. And he is through. Bottas is going to have DRS. Is he going to be able to make the move back past here? He might be able to, you know. No, not quite yet. I mean, Russell 2.2 seconds behind Lance Stroll now. It's all going a little wrong for our guys. He's absolutely dominating this race. Let's keep an eye on Bottas. Is he going to be able to get back past Sainz? Doesn't look like it just yet. So, obviously, there'll be a time in this race that our strategy kind of goes out the window. I'm thinking, honestly, go on to the wet tyres straight away. Now, Russell back within a second of Lance Stroll. Managed to string together a few very good laps. I suppose what we need to do really is look after the fuel. And Bottas now dropping down the order a little bit. Let's keep pushing forward. Of course, the medium tyre runners are going to be coming in fairly soon. Max Verstappen slowly but surely closing up to his teammate. That's why it was so important for Perez to start building this gap early.
Rain is imminent.
I'm thinking that rain will be coming fairly shortly. So maybe we have to attack now. On the tyres.
Let's keep pressure on Lewis. You can do this.
We're going to be able to make the move past. Not yet. And there's the rain.
So rain is just starting.
And it's Hamilton's going to come in. He's going to put on the wet tyres. I'm going to keep Russell out there a lap.
So box.
So this lap.
So boxing.
Yes, box.
Well, actually,
So rain is imminent.
I'm looking at this and thinking it's going to go more than... It's going to go more than one here. Maybe we just need a double stack. Or do we delay Lewis a lap? The main idea was that and I wanted to make sure that wets were going to be the best option. Now let's see, can George Russell
Copy.
get past? Yeah, I don't think so. So let's harvest the ERS. Oh, Lewis has gone down the inside. Wow, this could be huge if Lewis Hamilton is through here, is he? No. Not quite well. People have stayed out. Oh, that's going to be race critical for those guys now. What are they going on to? Surely the wets are the options here. So Russell's away. Lewis is away as well, so slightly slower stop for Lewis Hamilton. But yes, people have gone onto the wet tyres. So it's not really helped us as in the way that we wanted to.
Cool the tyres as much as you can. Okay.
Yeah, Lewis a fair bit behind. That's just opened everybody up a little bit, hasn't it?
So no need to charge the pack.
So look how far ahead Perez is. He is miles ahead.
So no need to charge the pack.
And now these wet tyres, how long will they last? They'll in theory last till the end of the race. Don't think we'll need them to.
It's a race position gained from Mercedes.
There we go, Hamilton past Gasly now. Obviously Leclerc and Stroll, they'll
Such an awesome
be
job,
passed
mate.
as well.
Mercedes moved up a place.
And now Russell right behind Valtteri Bottas. This is an important part of the race. And I think we're going to need to push a little
So
bit.
you have overtake. Yeah, copy, all good. Let's lift and coast. Copy.
So here we go. Let's see if he can use a little bit of overtake to get past Bottas here. Obviously very, very treacherous through these parts of the track. But now onto this long straight. There's just a little bit of overtake, gets right in the slipstream of Bottas. And this should be the moment. And indeed, George Russell has passed Valtteri Bottas for 5th position. So that's very nice.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
And now should be able to chase after Fernando Alonso. Lewis Hamilton will be next in line to pass Bottas. We're going to harvest his energy a little bit while he is closing in on him.
Oh, did someone run wide there?
Within a second of Fernando. So again, let's see if we can pass him on the straight here.
Overtake will be available.
Now, what's that? 21 seconds behind Perez. So I think the race victory is out of the question here, unless people come into the pits again. But I don't see that happening. Now, is he gonna? Yeah, very good maneuver there from George Russell, and this should be him making his move round the outside into the final corner. Fernando Alonso is there. Will manage to stay in front for now.
You can do this.
A little bit unlucky there. Have to wait another lap now.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Yep, this is going to be the big moment again. George Russell closes right in on Fernando, needs the inside line, goes outside again. Fernando doing a great job of defending, and once again stays in front of the Brit. This is a great battle between Alonso and Russell. Lewis Hamilton, meanwhile, needs to get past Bottas pretty quickly here. So here we go again. George Russell right in his slipstream. Might actually have a chance down the inside this time, and does make the move stick. I think he should manage... Oh, well, I thought he would. He didn't, though. Didn't manage to make the move stick. So now has to try again on this straight. Would love the inside dearly. Goes outside again. And once again, Fernando Alonso defends beautifully. So I might have to just harvest for the next couple of laps.
Looks
Lewis
like
Hamilton,
Aston Martin
meanwhile,
have just gained a race position.
is through on Bottas. Now let's see if George Russell can maybe catch him out here. Got very close on the last lap, didn't he? Let's see. Come on. No, not quite. And that's the thing, Lewis Hamilton is going to catch up very quickly to this battle. If they're not careful. Actually going to try and be aggressive this time.
Watch out for DRS.
Copy. Okay, so charge the pack.
Yeah, goes around the outside again. I don't think he's going to have enough traction. No. Fernando Alonso has played this battle beautifully, hasn't he? I think we're going to have to harvest for a couple of laps. So now let's see. Just realised we've probably took a lot of life out of these tyres now. A little bit unnecessarily. This has surely got to be the opportunity though. Round the slow section. And now he uses ERS. This looks good. This is surely the moment. If he can be more aggressive on those brakes. Oh my goodness, I think Alonso's done it again.
Yeah, copy. There's only so much I can do.
Needs to go down the inside, but we can't ask him to do that. So again, in this straight, this has got to be a good opportunity for him. Oops. Well, I think he's finally through. We didn't get to see how he did it because
race position gained
sort of glitched and pressed the wrong button.
Now,
Well, let's see. Yeah, this time he went down the inside, and that's where he was always going to have the success because Alonso wouldn't have the grip on that outside line, and he pulls away. It'll be interesting to see how quickly Lewis Hamilton gets past Fernando Alonso, if and when he reaches the back of him. Just over halfway in this race. Yeah, Russell needs to get past the back markers. Well, Lewis Hamilton within a second now of Fernando. Perhaps harvest a little bit of energy.
Yep.
That sounds like someone's gone wide there.
And here we go then.
Press overtake.
How quickly can Lewis Hamilton get past Fernando Alonso?
You can do this.
He's going to try the outside maneuver as well. Well, Lewis Hamilton just made it. Oh my goodness.
This is awesome work, Lewis. Come on.
We'll settle for that. Lewis Hamilton through.
Moved up a place.
Okay, Fernando Alonso might come back at us. Oh, close, but I think Lewis has got it. As long as he doesn't back out. Which I wouldn't expect Hamilton to do, but yeah, there you go, Hamilton through now. I would expect him to pull away from Fernando. And George Russell needs to start catching up to Carlos Sainz. Just going to deploy the ERS a little bit, just to
So we are low on battery at the moment.
pull away from
Okay.
Fernando Alonso. At least attempt to. It's not worked that well, but if we can get out of the slipstream, then I don't think Fernando has got the pace to keep up, but to be fair, he's there again. This time Fernando a lot slower past the traffic. Now George Russell has got his next victim lined up. Mr. Carlos Sainz. And actually is now only 12 seconds off the leader. Took 21 seconds not so long ago.
Have overtake as well.
Copy.
Now can he get past Carlos Sainz quickly here? Needs to. Goes around the
Just charge
outside.
the pack, concentrate on that.
Yeah.
Again, it's very, very similar to what happened before. But actually, George Russell has made an awesome manoeuvre there. We'll have to watch that on the replay.
It's a race
While
position
harvesting,
change for
Russell has
Mercedes.
made
Let's have a
a
look.
very,
Now
very
let's look at this.
smart
Here's
move.
George Russell.
Wow, so close to the barriers, but makes the move stick. And is now chasing after the front two. How quickly can George Russell catch up to Verstappen and Perez? And Verstappen, by the way, has managed to get past. Some people are coming into the pits, I'm assuming, for intermediate tyres. Might not be the world's worst shout. Let's bring George Russell in, get onto the intermediate tyres.
So box.
We've
You'll be
probably
stopping.
got enough
Yes, box.
distance between them. Yeah, it looks like other people are coming into the pits as well. So, Russell's in. Verstappen's come in as well. So here we go. Pretty good pit stop for Lewis Hamilton. There goes Sainz though, and I think Sainz is undercut, so that shows it was the right. Ooh, has he? Oh, Russell comes out just in front. That's pretty massive for him, and he's come out in front of Fernando Alonso as well. So that is an important part of the race. It was exactly the right time to come in. And now, maybe a chance to race a little bit more aggressively towards the end of the Grand Prix.
Don't be afraid to use the tyres.
Copy.
So it should be fine until the last couple of
In the
laps.
pit lane now. So no need to charge the pack.
Now onto neutral, yeah.
Understood.
Right, here we go then. Well, Perez managed to come out in front of Russell. I'm a bit surprised by that, but not that far ahead. He is now just 8 seconds behind Sergio Perez. Max Verstappen leads this race somehow. Where's Bottas? Bottas is still 7th, to be fair. Started on pole position, did a very good job in the early stages, and I thought he would have maybe faded away. But quite the opposite, really. Let's see if Lewis Hamilton can get past Carlos Sainz here. For 4th place. Now remember, we started this Grand Prix in 9th and 10th. Out a hope in hell, really, of securing big points.
Increase in lift and coast just a little. More lift and coast.
Yeah, copy.
A bit of harvesting. And a bit of overtake. This is going to be pretty close for Lewis Hamilton. Goes round the outside, now the inside, and he is through. Very much similar to how Russell got past Carlos Sainz. Hamilton now through.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
Let's keep an eye on how we get on for the rest of this race. Now, Russell. Oh,
We've had a
safety
big
car.
crash here.
Safety car, well, that does change the complexion of things.
Safety car, safety car.
And who is it that has
Delta
crashed?
positive.
Piastri.
Copy.
Piastri is now out of the Grand Prix. So, this is a big moment, and once again, safety car bringing us closer to those Red Bulls that we are seemingly faster than. It's going to be for these final couple of laps. Let's see how we do here. Obviously, the lapped cars are going to be able to overtake first. This could cause a bit of controversy, but doesn't look like it has done. You've got the... Is that the 2 Alpha Tauris in the way? No, it was Hülkenberg, actually. So track condition now wet. Do you come in and change tyres? Will it be wet for the rest of the race? I think it will be. I think. Do we risk it with Hamilton? And maybe not with Russell?
Okay, so box.
So this lap.
Yeah, none of them have come in. Lewis is coming in. And so are some of the other guys. Well, this could be a huge decision.
5 laps
We're
remaining.
keeping Russell out there to match the Red Bulls, basically. Come on. Lewis needs to get out.
And that's the lock-up.
Perez is locked up.
We can take a look now. So
What
let's look
happened
at
here?
this. There's Sergio Perez. And yes,
Oof.
that's the lock-up. The team are really disappointed with that.
That could have been a disaster. Now, Lewis Hamilton out in 7th place. He's actually behind Bottas and Alonso, who have also pitted for wet tyres. It's actually worked out awfully for Lewis. But George Russell, is he going to need to come in? Oh, I think he might have to. But is the safety car going to come in this lap? It might do. I think we have to bring Russell in.
Okay, so box, box, box.
Safety car in
So
this
safety
lap.
car is going to be in this lap.
And surely, if you were the Red Bulls, you would be absolutely wanting to get away. I'm actually going to cancel this pit stop, I think, because we are going to drop all the way to the back if we're not careful here.
Reduce, lift and coast.
We're going to have to just try and hold on. Now.
And think about left lift and coast.
Understood.
Oh, whoa.
Safety car in.
What's happened? Is it because these are going so slow?
Really
What's
well
happened?
executed.
This is...
Overtake press. Overtake press.
Well... I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. But, Perez is in the pits. Oh, I think Russell's just not got the time. I think that's what's happened. I think our guys were just going so slow that the driver's passed now. The big thing is Russell has got
Yeah, copy. Temps are climbing. Temps
probably a good...
Yep.
Oh, he's got a decent amount of time on Gasly, but not enough really.
Cool the tires as much as you can.
Copy.
This is the problem. I don't think Russell has got anywhere near enough pace. Just losing seconds to Gasly every corner. Oh, it's a disaster for George Russell. Lewis Hamilton, meanwhile, goes down the inside of Bottas, but can't make that move stick. I said Bottas has had an awesome race. Started on pole, of course, and could come out with a memorable podium here. Fernando Alonso is going to be close to victory. Now Russell, I think, has to come in, otherwise he's going to end up with nothing.
So box, box, box.
There's just not enough grip out there. Well, we risked it. We tried to keep him out there to maintain small points. It's not worked. Yeah, we've basically just ceded position there. Well,
Losing ground.
Looks like that was a position gain for Alfa Romeo.
absolutely bossed out of the way here. He's going to come into the pits. It's going to be a pointless race for George Russell now. He's going to come out in 11th place, I think. And now it's all over to Lewis Hamilton, and can he get a third consecutive shock victory caused by the safety car? Get past now. This is a good opportunity. Well, I thought it was down the inside. Doesn't look like it though. This could be the chance round the outside. And Lewis manages to make it stick. Almost put Bottas in the wall there. Right now then.
Mercedes moved up a place.
He is 3.6 seconds behind Fernando Alonso. He's got 2 laps in which to catch and pass.
Watch out for the DRS.
Fernando Alonso now.
Copy.
Well, I'll tell you what, George Russell right behind. Max Verstappen here. Not sure how this happened. You might well get the final point just yet. Lewis Hamilton will be taking over the Drivers' Championship as it stands. Or taking over the lead, I should say. Right, Lewis. We're going to need everything from you, mate. Final lap of this Grand Prix. Fernando Alonso leads.
Low on battery at the moment.
Okay.
Lewis needs to get past.
And one more lap.
I'm going to harvest and try and
Charge
overtake him on the next lap, but here comes George Russell down the inside. It's a huge move, and Russell is through. But Verstappen back past. It's pretty awesome, and now Lewis Hamilton right behind Fernando Alonso. This is going to be up to the final corner. Where did this pace come from? This is going to be massive. He's got one straight in which to do it. He needs to go for the inside line. We've seen that.
And if we could have an overtake press.
Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? It's the final lap of this Grand Prix. And here we go. He hasn't got enough energy to do it. It's right in the slipstream, but I don't think he's going to have enough. I think it's going to be Fernando Alonso that wins his first Grand Prix of the season. Hamilton tries the outside route. Can he hold off Fernando? No, he can't. And Fernando Alonso comes over the line and he wins here in Miami. Great performance from him. And Lewis Hamilton finishes in second. Now, George Russell, can he get past Max Verstappen?
We have a checkered flag now.
I think we've
Thank you so much for continuing to push this year. I'm so inspired by you
dawdled
guys.
here, and he's not going to use his
Yeah, we can do
overtake.
this.
But I think Lewis Hamilton is going to take over the Drivers' Championship lead.
Overtake will be available.
Well, who's this? Oh, the AlphaTauri. It's rigged. Oh dear. Well, I think that was Nick de Vries right in the way there at the end. And George Russell finishes a disappointing 11th. Well. Another lap, and I think Hamilton would have had Alonso, but it'll be interesting to read down this classification.
Lewis Hamilton did okay here today. A spot on the podium is exactly what the team deserved, and they got it. The highly decorated record breaker from Stevenage once again taking to the podium. It was a hard-fought contest for all three drivers, each one securing precious points for their team. There's no doubt that Mercedes have a lot of potential. Now they need to figure out how to make it work for them.
Yep, plenty for them to think about and strategize, and certainly a good enough result for now.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
Formula One will be back to Europe for the next round, on the shores of the Mediterranean, with some heated competition to look forward to in Spain.
Well, there you go then. Fernando Alonso wins the Miami Grand Prix. Hamilton second with Bottas in third. What a performance from him this weekend. Leclerc fourth, Stroll fifth, with Norris sixth, Gasly seventh, Perez eighth, Sainz ninth, and Max Verstappen finishing in 10th place. Lewis Hamilton does indeed take the Drivers' Championship lead, 5 points ahead of Max Verstappen. Alonso up to 3rd. Russell, pointless this weekend, in 4th. Constructors' Championship, we're still 24 points ahead of Red Bull. But, well, that was just so much more dramatic than I ever thought it would be, to be honest with you. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.